So let's see. I fake it through the day with somehow Johnny Walker Red. So in today's video, I'm going to try to understand this song, and I think I got like half of the chord progression and what Elliot Smith was thinking, but there's some parts that I don't understand, even though I studied some music theory, like very basic level. Part that when he goes to the G sharp, it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. That's why we like him, right? So, for example, right here, well, this is the part that I don't understand. Right? And then he goes to G sharp. Man in the park, read the line in my head. It's just weird, but amazing. So G sharp here is like minor third up from F, but it's a major chord. And C minor is a third minor chord of the G sharp. And then F is like sixth chord but turning into a major chord. Let me try with minor chord on that one, just like regular key. Man in the park, read the line. It's completely different. Something is off there. Man in the park, read the line. And so, in a way, I think he gets bored by staying within the key. That's my guess. Elliot got bored. And I think he just like keep changing the key within his head or feel within the song. And he does that quite a lot. And going like this is something that I haven't done. Yeah, I mean, if I play in key of C, which I would do so that I can avoid playing F chord. So if I were to do at a key of C, this G sharp will become E flat, because C, D, E flat, minor third and turning to major chord. Man, man in the park, read the lines. So C, where am I? C sharp minor, so G sharp major 7. I'm lost here. That's it. So it just makes you wonder. It's like a G sharp. This is the 4 chord. But this one is not. This one is not in that key of E flat. The C, right? That's major 6th chord. So I guess this is something I can maybe practice and try to like write a song with this one. Basically going from 6th chord turning into major chord. That's what he did here. Right? And then turning 4 chord into major 7, which is okay because we play like F major 7 on key of C, right? That's Elliot chord right there. Now here again, that 6th chord into major, and that's leading into the relative minor of so actually mixed key of C and F. Wow, that's interesting. But then I actually went there to D minor and it felt fine. Weird. Huh. One more time, let's see. Oh, that's why. Interesting. So the chord that I play that linked with the D minor, that was a C chord, but he played the G chord, which has a similar feel to C and G are very compatible. And then he goes to D no yeah, to A minor, right? Yeah, I need to kind of chew on this for a little bit. But one thing that I learned right now while I'm doing this is whenever I transpose the key of C or key of G, which I use in most cases, I can actually kind of pinpoint which chord was used that I don't normally use. And so I could probably use this chord into my next project to sound like Elliot Smith, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So let's see which song is that. The floor of the sky, floor of the floor of the sky. Yeah, the song that I wrote. Well, I used to sing it. Let's see. Blue sky, wonderful mountain, open wide ocean. When the light changes over me, I stare at the sky. So this is a chord that I could have used, but I didn't know how to use before when I wrote this song. I went to this. So, again, I wouldn't go to the G. I went to the G minor, which is the key of E flat. And then back to G. So if I were to use Elliot's writing skill or tendency or habits or his favorite chord progression, let me see. Yeah, completely different feel. Anyways, you just went inside of my thinking process of learning chords and different songs. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. Sometimes kind of break it down like this. It gives me another sort of like a tool or color of the chord progression that I can use maybe at some other point I think it needs to sync with the the melodic idea with like major sixth chord in a key. Let me just try one more time. In key of C, sixth will be what? That's an A minor, no, A major chord. Yeah, well, I use that all the time actually. But then why does he use this and sounds completely different? I don't know. Anyways, if you know the answer, please leave a comment so I can learn. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. My brain is fried by now. It's just I can't think anymore. I need to end this video because of it. All right. See you later.